In this video, we will be using Google Anti-Gravity along with Binance API to come up with this trading system. Let me explain. First, we will use the Binance API to get basic data like the order book, order flow, prices, etc. Just pretty much input. Then we will ingest this data and process it. We'll analyze order book separately and the different chart patterns separately. After that, we will take these analysis and we will combine them to give us trade signals, entry price, stop loss, and exit targets. We'll be integrating this whole system with AI, and I'm excited to see what we can do here. Let's begin. Before we begin, allow me to explain how this will be structured. One, we will get the data from Binance. Second, we will make sure that we can see the data. And third, we'll analyze it. Okay. So it's given us a plan. Let's go over it. So we have built a robust trading system with an order book AI for Binance Futures. We'll stream the order book, perform a multi-layered analysis for chart patterns, technical analysis, and then we'll synthesize these into clear trade setups with an entry, stop loss, and exit targets with an AI layer just to kind of validate the workflow. The general flow chart, let's have a look at it. So we get the data, we stream it. We have a basic order book data. We find the Elliott waves, chart patterns, and then we use this to kind of work together and get us a trade. Binance Futures connectors, async for streaming, order book, Elliott wave. This looks all right. So now what we will do is we will get the actual trading indicators from TradingView. Here's how I plan to do it. We'll just take this one for now. So we have this, we'll copy it, come here, create a new file, and we'll call it can I just download this? Yeah, come here, new file, we'll call it awt.txt. It's not working, but this is kind of what I'm looking for, like how this is creating this. Maybe we'll create it afterwards. That's okay. So once we do have this one, I'll go ahead and create a new file with my Binance API keys. And this one, I will hide it so that you guys don't see it. Okay, so now what we've done is we've given it the Elliott Wave Pine script. We've given it my Binance API keys, and we've given it a chart patterns Pine script that finds all the chart patterns. Now we'll start with a basic GUI with various fields in a live feed of the order book in real time. Make sure rate limits so we don't get banned. User can select an asset from the dropdown, which is also obtained from what's available on the API from Binance. So scans the list, gets what's available. You can use that. Feel free to use open source libraries like Matploit to create 3D visualizations of an order book heat map. So let's see. Analyzed thought creates requirement. Let's accept that. Streamlit because it's going to get the order book live, correct. Pandas, NumPy, Matploit, Python.env, Watchdog. I assume that's for rate limits. Okay, so far it looks all right. Nope, I don't want that. API keys. Okay. Okay. For the actual, here's the problem that I see right now. When you're trying to obtain the tickers or symbols on Binance, you're getting some kind of an error there. Is there a better way to fetch all symbols or tickers available on Binance USDM-Futures once at the initial part of the session, and then we can just use those tickers going forward? This might save us some time. Error fetching symbols. Okay, we have some progress. It's going to OG find 6. So it did find some symbols, but then we have some more errors. Let's see if this can fix it itself. So we have all these that are available. Let's go to, can I type? So we'll add that as a feature. Oh, again, okay. BTC, order depth, start live feed. Okay. So it looks like this is working. Now, I want to go to Binance Futures myself, and I want to make this a bit more visually appealing. What do I mean by that is so we have this kind of, this is what Binance looks like, right? The order book and all this. I'm actually going to stop my Brave so everything loads properly. I will just select a different tick, I guess. We will screenshot this, paste it. Please. I have attached a screenshot of what our stream looks like, and I've also attached a screenshot of what Binance looks like. I wanted to create a super hybrid version of this, an actually more usable and interpretable live order book format, live L2 depth. I want to see the live trades taken, live order book, pretty much a real-time 4D insight inside the order book. Okay. No, it's like 68, 67. Yeah. So it is accurate. It's working. We just need to make this a bit more better so we can use it. I will stop this for now and I will close it. We'll accept the changes. Accept everything. Still editing the main. Accept. And we will try running this again. So we have some kind of an error. We'll copy this. It's most likely going to fix itself. 3. Okay, now this looks much better. This is something we can work with. This is something we can use. I love Litecoin, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to refresh it every second. Depth, I'm going to increase it. I'm going to take a screenshot of this page. Copy image. Attached is what the dashboard looks like. This is much, much better. I want more of a modern professional theme with flat colors. Slight more contrast. I love the red and green colors. Keep that. Maybe the blue in the background can become black so it looks more professional. The fonts I want it to be more retro, more terminal looking like. And overall, find any other way you can improve this live order book interpreter so that we can analyze the data better to make decisions. So I like this. I'm going to, before we start implementing the actual chart patterns and Elliott waves, I want to make sure that this, the starting point, the root, is improved and better, right? Now, this kind of here makes no sense to me. I'm hoping it will cache that. If not, we'll just remove it. The recent trades looks perfect. You can see a huge sell volume. But now the question is, will this sell volume be eaten up by these buy volumes? So we need to kind of think about that now. But anyways, let's see what this does here. More progress. Okay, spread, imbalance. Perfect. This is what I meant. UI elements. Main.py has been updated. After this, I will need some kind of an open source. Okay, Now I want you to implement an open source charting platform that will chart the selected ticker in real time and overlay an Orderbook on top of it. This is in addition to what we have exactly right now. The goal of this is I want to plot chart patterns and Elliott waves from our ewt.txt file and chart patterns.txt file. I want to overlay Elliott waves on top of our data that we're collecting so that I can visualize what Elliott wave we are in. And then on top of that, I want to see what chart patterns are appearing in real time. And I want this whole dashboard to be in real time, to update in real time, because Elliott waves are dynamic and they can change at any point. Again, I like using Litecoin as the data because I'm just more familiar with trading Litecoin. Looks good. Okay, I know exactly what to... In addition to the other voice recording, I noticed that the dashboard kind of flickers every second. I guess it's updating in real time or something. This creates a lot of friction for the user interface. I don't want it to blink. I like what you had before, but I also like what you have now. Create a more professional, fully polished dashboard. Okay, we'll switch to Gemini 3.5 Flow. I love the dashboard you have right now. However, it flickers when I think there's an update. It goes black and then kind of translucent. Looks very annoying. Remove that. I love everything else. Polish this further. There's a lot of broken elements. Make sure everything works. All the text is usable. If someone is trading with this in real time, it is actually usable to them. In addition to this, I want to implement an open source charting library. Maybe something like TradingView where I can actually interact with the chart. Because on top of this, I want to implement the Elliott waves and the chart patterns so I can see what Elliott wave we are in real time. I can see all the 5 waves, 3 waves, corrective waves, kind of everything. I want to be able to visualize this as a whole now. Let's see what this does. Okay, lightweight charts, converting PineScript to Python for the Elliott wave logic. Okay, so it knows what it's doing, which I like. A lot of AIs get lost, but this is doing okay so far. Okay, I think we're almost starting the new set of code now. Let's see what this gives us. Run, yes. Okay, again, same thing. We'll use Litecoin as an example. Max depth, refresh rate like this. Okay, let's go ahead and run this one more time. Okay, it's only having issues plotting the actual chart. So let's try this instead. Stop all instances of the Streamlit. I think we're on port 08 now. We have multiple instances running. Stop all of them. Remove the chart implementation. It's creating a lot of bugs. And instead find a way to show us what Elliott wave we are in using your detection. Find open source GitHubs that have a good Elliott wave detection. Implement that, and I'm gonna visualize on Streamlit where we are and not on the actual chart. Okay, if this fails, I might have to end this here and reevaluate the strategy. However, we have established that the Orderbook itself actually works. Now we need to get the overlays on top of that to work. So the input part is the input. We're able to use the API. We're able to ingest the data. Now we need to think about how we will handle the data for the technical analysis and the chart patterns. This itself is easy to do. From this, we can just add an AI API. But once we have figured this part out, I might have to do some brainstorming off video, come back and then implement these two together. And then in the next video, we might have the trade signals from it. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, it does look like we ran out of credits. Sucks, but I'm going to have to reevaluate this, come back, and I'm gonna revisit this in a proper video. Again, this video was just to kind of test what this would be like. not an actual serious video, but the next one is going to be the full video after I brainstorm a bit more. Thank you.